We're going to walk through how you can use EduProtocol's 8 parts in your classroom using Kami. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for EduProtocols. Once I search, I find the 8 parts template right here. I can click on this button to modify and use split and merge to kind of help me because I want to assign this every single day this week. Repetition is huge when it comes to 8 parts and our students rinsing and repeating and getting better at using these different protocols. So I'm going to click on this little button right here that has the 2 little papers plus that plus sign. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to click split and merge. Once I click on this split and merge, I am going to go ahead and open this up in split and merge. Hit next. And now I can delete the recipe card and I can duplicate this for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday by clicking this button right here. Once I duplicate it, I am ready to go and I can export this over to Kami. I'm going to hit continue. Once it opens, I am able to then add in my photos. So maybe, for example, I want to go ahead and insert my 8 parts photos. What you can do is you can save those photos to your computer and you can either drag and drop them onto the screen or you can save them again to your computer, your Google Drive, and go to add media. And then when I'm in add media, I can upload from my computer or my Google Drive. So again, I can get my photos, my images ready for the week. You can also save photos to your annotation bank, and I can hit confirm. And my annotation bank is this icon over here. And then I might want to create a folder and call it, 8 parts photos. And then I can drag this into that folder, save this one. So then again, I can rinse and repeat these year after year and just grab them from my Kami library. So again, save it right from your computer or use add media computer, and then I can go ahead and find that photo that I just added. You also don't need to have all your photos ready because in Kami there is a way for us to go ahead and assign this and add the photos each day for our students. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the share icon up here. You can hit that share button and you're able to assign this straight to Google Classroom. But it does have to be on your settings. So first in your settings, if you log in, make sure your LMS says Google Classroom in order for that share icon to appear up here. Another thing is I can go up to this paper and hit create an assignment. And I'm going to go ahead and allow my Google. And then I can create my assignment for the week. So I might do 8 parts, and then I might put the week of, and then I could add the date. Since again, I'm going to rinse and repeat this activity. Make a copy for all of my students because I want them to have their individual copies for this activity. I pick my class or classes. I choose my students or student. There's also feature control where I could turn on and off copy and paste. I could also turn on and off different tools based on what I need for this activity. I'm going to leave everything on for today. You can also add this activity to a topic and hit assign. Once you assign this activity, your students will be able to open up this assignment by going into their Google Classroom. So this is the student screen. They're going to go into their Google Classroom, classwork, and they're going to find 8 parts. Once they find that, they're going to click open with Kami. And then your students will be able to come in here and they can use the text box to type. They can use whatever they might need to in order to complete this activity of their 8 parts. So again, students are going to have multiple options when it comes to using that 8 parts in their classroom. And what's great for you is that your students are going to be able to be monitored and receive immediate feedback using Kami. So again, my students can use the text box to type. They can draw. So what they're going to do with the 8-part Edu protocol is they're going to come up with different grammar to make their paragraph more dynamic and providing more descriptions. And so again, students can come in and they can provide all of their different words using, again, by drawing or by using the text box. And they're going to put one word per line. And they're using this image to help them come up with the words for this activity. And so once students fill out the around the 8 parts, then they're ready to write their paragraph. And so what I love about Cami is as a teacher, I'm going to go back to my teacher's screen. I open up my Google Classroom. I find that assignment. And once I find that assignment, I can hit 8 parts of speech. Once I click on this, I'm able to open this up in Cami. And I'm able to use Class View. So again, I'm at my assignment, I hit open with Cami, and here I have Class View, where I'm able to view all of my students writing their assignment at the exact same time. I can come in and provide feedback to my students based on what they need. Another thing I can do is I can lock the other slide so my students can't work on it. I can also come in and add a shape and hide individually. If this student is writing their paragraph and they haven't completed the box, I can hide this box. And then when I'm ready for them, I can delete this and remove it from their screen. I can do that individually, again, by grabbing that shapes tool, filling that shape, and then hiding that box right here. And then again, I can delete it. Or if I want to do it to everybody, I can come up here, and when I switch this assignment, I can create that shape, fill it, hide this box, and hit update all. Update, and it's going to update for all of my students. So first, I want us to come up with the words, and then I can delete it from their assignment. And again, I can individually delete it, or I can go back over to this green and delete it from all of those pages. Another thing is maybe I don't want them to see the images or the activities for the other days of the week. I can go back to that green where I can edit that template, hide these pages right here, and my students will not be able to work on the other days of the week. And again, all I have to do is hit update all, update, and it's going to publish to every single one of my students' screens that are in my Google Classroom. And so if we go back over, there's everybody's screens. And again, I can individually delete, or I can go back in, we're on the next day, and I can come into that template file, delete this box, will say, and maybe I want to delete this box. And maybe we're at Wednesday. And with Wednesday, I didn't have an image up here. I can add that image onto my screen. I can move it, resize it. I could also take up this box with the image and then slowly remove it. Hit update all, update, and every single student's going to have those black boxes removed and that image added for Wednesday. And then we can talk about how their work has improved from Monday all the way up to Friday. Another really cool feature that students can use is students are able to come in and use the comment features and record, practice fluency, reading their paragraph to their Cami. So again, students can record their voice, practice tone, practice giving some emotion into their paragraph by using that audio feature to record their voice. Another way that you can support your students in Kami is by allowing your students to have feedback. So maybe I notice that Amelia is really struggling. I can come in with my text box and write or support her with some ideas, right? I might say, like, think of colors for your adjectives. I can also go in my annotation bank and have an 8 parts folder and drag and drop images or resources that might support my students with this activity. So maybe I have a student that really struggles with remembering what a noun is. I can provide a video, I can provide an activity, I can remind that student of whatever they might need in order to support them with that learning to really help them master this skill in real time. Again, if I'm using class view, just that student gets that photo on their screen. And to save it to my annotation bank, all I have to do is, again, save a resource, add it onto the screen. It can be a text, audio, or even video. Click on my annotation bank, confirm, and then I can drag it to my 8 parts folder. And then again, I can rinse and repeat this graphic to support my learners with their activities and ideas. And again, you can also insert YouTube videos and save those YouTube videos right into your Kami by going into Add Media, YouTube, opening up YouTube, and maybe I need an activity for adverbs. My students are really struggling with adverbs. I can come in, grab this video right here, copy the link, and what happens is it's going to get rid of the ads, the distractions, that search bar, and I can hit insert. Just Oliver gets that video, but then I can save it to my bank. That way my students, year after year, have that video resource to support their learning throughout their learning. And again, you can save audio, video, and text, even images, for your students to be able to watch and improve what they're doing. I can also create little stickers and drag and drop these stickers onto their screens as well to give them that immediate feedback. Once we're ready, I can zoom in and share some examples from our class about what our students are creating and how they are using different parts of speech to make their writing even better. So I can't wait to see how you use 8 parts with your classroom to enhance your students' learning.